there's not somebody having to work at it. You meet the other person, and you're not worried about pleasing them or not pleasing them. You're not just naturally free with them, and there's a loving quality just comes out of you. And so it's not hard work, not because you're being virtuous, but because you're being something that's before virtue, that's before goodness and badness, and that's intimacy isn't the mystery, darkness within darkness. The mystery, Lao Tzu called it. The experience of that mystery is intimacy. And so that's what the Zen people called it. Because they're interested in the texture, how things taste, what it's like. So, so here'd be something. Think of what's intimacy for you. I mean, people usually think sex, but which is fine. But what's that about? Like, what's inside that? Why is that beautiful? What's when you're with, you can be intimate with the wind, you can be intimate with the tree, you can be intimate with sunrise, right? With your dog, with your friend, with your work. So what's that like? Like, just consider for a minute, what is an experience of intimacy you've had? And like, who has that? Who's the person having that? When you're intimate, or you might be intimate with, if you're an artist, with your art, or you might be intimate with music or dance or a friend, And it's a nice thing, it's like friendship is one of the great parts of, I think, Zen, One of my favorite old Zen teachers said, well, he'd been teaching for a long time, and so he decided to stop teaching, and he went off with friends and had tea, and they read and wrote poetry and drank tea. There was a kind of intimacy, There was a sweetness to it, And then people would sneak up on him and ask him questions so that he'd get enlightened. So he didn't really stop teaching, he just changed the mode, So consider, like, what's that like when you, if you think that feeling of intimacy, you start to flow and include other people.